G'day and welcome back to Duxella Gaming and Willamina Forest. We are back on our hardcore 24-day seasons challenge on a map full of forestry. So we are going to continue on. We are now in midsummer. Not much has happened. We did take a couple of extra bits of wood down. First thing we need to do is need to check on our sheep. Sheep are okay. I did just fill up their water in the last day. So they're okay at the moment. They're still not producing any wool. Don't know why that is, but anyway, for now we won't worry about that. Okay, so I had a bit of an epiphany. Now, I've got a lot of grass over there where I've mowed down all those trees. So, noting that we've got a bit of extra cash on our hands, I'm going to splurge on a decent set of mowers. Now, what have we got available to us? So, there's our combines and everything. Oh, I haven't got anything down here. So let's go up and have a look. I just want to head on up to the farm and see what we've got. Because we obviously bought a set of mowers for doing the grass fields up the top. And we've already harvested one of those fields currently. So I just want to see what hardware we've got. And that'll help me drive my decision on what I'm going to do next. So, there's a couple of other things I want to check up here as well. Now, I'm pretty sure we do have a loading wagon. Right, so we've got the class mowers. Okay, that's okay. Now, we do have a loading wagon. Alright, well, I think my decision has been made. So what I'm going to do is for now I'm going to put the brooks down over here. Roll that down. Disconnecting. Okay, now I'm going to grab the loading wagon. Like so. Everyone know where I'm going with this? Alright, so I'm going to pull this out. And I'm going to head down to the bottom of the farm. And then I'm going to go to the shop and I'm going to peruse the catalogue again. Right, we still haven't brought our combines over. That's okay. We need to put a shed in for those as well yet. At the shop, they at least put it under cover overnight. So that's okay. But I think we might put a shed in now anyway, just to get that up and running. And I need to pave all this area here as well. This is going to have to be paved in concrete or asphalt or gravel or something like that. Alright, so I'm just going to park him right here for the moment. Alright, let's go and have a look and see what we're going to purchase. Let's think about what we're going to purchase. Hazard a guess? Right, it's time. It's time for Lord of the Grass. It's time to get the grass going in big succession. It is time we brought in the big, the powerful, the Duxella Big M500. Yes, we're going to bring it back. We're going to put the wide tyres on it. And the rims, let's change the rim colour to, don't like that. Okay, all right. Do I want the 500 or do I want the 450? We'll go the 500. I like the 500. Let's buy $464,000 just to mow some grass, but that's well and truly worth it. All right, now let's go and grab it. There it is. Oh, as we just, right. Come around past here. There it is. There's the beauty. Look at it. Look at it. Marvelous. Simply marvelous. Right. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump in. Let's listen to this thing start up. Oh, it's glorious. It's glorious. Right, we have our Big M. We are home. We are home in the cab of the Big M. All right. What we're going to do is we're going to head on over here. And everywhere that I've actually pulled trees out of, before it gets too late, I'm going to harvest all the grass. Now, why am I going to do that? Well, that way I'm going to make sure I've got plenty of grass for the sheep. It's also going to be a fact of we're not going to be wasting that grass. So previously with all the other fields, I've just pretty much ploughed it in. Now, for the most cases, I think all the grass in that area where I've taken the trees down is fully grown. So it's a free harvest. So I can get well, I'm guessing I could probably get, I don't know, 500, maybe even 1,000,000 litres of grass from that area. So it makes it worth my while to do so. So that's what we're going to do. Right. So we're going to follow the leader. And off we go. So yes, finally, ladies and gentlemen, we have our Big M. And yeah, we're not happy with that at all, much. So the class mower decks will probably sell to try and claw back some of that $460,000. But again, at the moment, we're okay. We're sitting pretty. We've got $800,000 in the bank. We've got our 2 combine harvesters. We've got a brand new Big M. I think we're okay. I don't think we're going to have too much of a drama at the moment. And we haven't even harvested any crops yet. So, apart from one grass field. So, I mean, things can't be looking that bad, really. So, yeah. Now, the other thing is too, off to our right, where we sold that bit of land, there's been a lot of work going in over the rise on the riverbank. I don't know what's gone in there yet. Haven't had a good look. Besides which they won't let us in there. But there's been some construction work going in there. Lots of trucks. Lots of big heavy haulers. So I've got no idea what's going on in there. But anyway, for the moment, we'll just let them do their thing while we do our thing. Right, now all this grass here is also ready to be harvested. So let's just start down here and get this all underway. Right. Right, we're going to jump out. Get this guy ready. Now, he needs to be... Right, he's ready to go. Jump back in the crone. Go lower. And I'm going to turn him on. Now, have I got... I don't think I've got widespreading on. Hang on. Let's have a look. Toggle work mode. Widespreading. I have got widespreading on. That's not what I wanted. Swath. Right. There we go. Right. And then the guy behind us will pick up all our grass. And we will be happy as a pig in mud. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. I mean, I'm excited. I'm excited. We have got the Big M here on Willamina. And it means we can really get stuck into all this grass. It's been a long time coming, I'll admit. It's been a while since I've done any Big M work, actually. In any of the series, which is quite upsetting, really. A lot of the grass has failed in that regard. But... we should make up for it now. And what I'll do is I'll actually drop a bit of grass off for the sheep as well, because they've probably got enough feed at the moment, but just to refill their stocks. But how good is this thing? The only thing that would make it better was if I had a good working model of the class Cougar. That's the big 5-deck mower. Now, I mean, of course, we could get the special cut. I've got a Crone special cut, which is the effectively a Swadro converted into a mower. So it's got 6 mower decks on it. I could use that as well. The only problem with that is I would then have to come through and windrow it and all that sort of stuff. By using the Big M, obviously, and putting it in swath mode like I have now, I don't have to come through with a separate windrower and do that extra work. I can just go off through, get this all done, and he's happy as Larry, so to speak. So this is a more efficient methodology, and I'm all for efficiency because I screw up so many other things. I need to be as efficient as I can when I can. All right, so he's going to be class is going to be full in a second because he's Hasn't got a lot of capacity in those loading wagons. We'll just finish off this section here. And then what I could actually do is I could just go and mow everything, and then we can collect it all either off camera or in the next episode, possibly. Because it's going to take us a while to mow all that grass, I can tell you. Not that we're complaining. You won't hear me complaining about mowing grass. Okay, so he's now finished. We'll fold him up. Move him down here out of the way. Right, there he goes. So the other guy has now finished. So we'll shut that down and we'll get this thing going. Right, so we'll just drop a bit of grass off for these guys. Now I'm going to drop some off and also clean up a little bit of a mess that's there. There's not much mess actually, they're pretty good. We got these sheep trained quite well. Alright. Yes, they took bugger all. Right, but let's just right. Clean this up. It didn't clean it up. Why didn't? Oh, because it didn't lower. Right, let's try that again. With it lowered this time. Righto, line it up. That's better. Alright. Let's take this back now and we'll offload. What's that over there? Oh, I saw a bit of a building. Wasn't real clear. Maybe I'll get a bit of a snapshot through here. What's going on through here? We get a bit of a view. Oh, looks like it is. It's a yacht club. Ah, well, that's what they're busy with. I hope they don't make it too exclusive. We won't be able to afford to live in our own bloody farm. Anyway, we'll get a bit more of a look at that a little bit later, I think. But they're obviously still hard at work. They haven't moved the containers yet. No, they have upgraded the road in there though. Looks like it's been gravelled or something like that. So the road looks as though it's been updated. Okay. Slight interruption there. Apologies. But anyway, we'll continue on. So yes, I can't remember what I was saying now. Anyway, we're going to get this moving on down here. Offload this grass into the silo, and then we'll head back on over and get to work. We'll probably, like I said, I think we might get the Big M and just mow all the grass in one go. I think that's probably the better way to go for the moment. Let's have a look and see how much grass we've got stored actually, because that's probably going to be fairly important as well. Not much. So all this grass is going to be very handy. We're definitely going to need it. Right. So I think Caesar's told me I needed over 200,000 litres of grass a year. That's okay. We can store some grass up. We'll have to get some hay as well, but we can worry about doing the hay. In fact, what I can do is I can actually put a dryer in. We've got the money to do so, so I might just put a dryer in, and then we don't have to worry about collecting hay. We can just collect grass when grass is ready, and then we put some in the dryer, and then we'll be fine. All right, let's go in cab. Well, that part of the road needs to be tidied up a bit. Hopefully they'll tidy that bit up as they're fixing all that area up. They're now responsible for that section of road through there, so hopefully that'll be tidied up, and then we come over to the section that I'm still responsible for, and it's still a mess. Anyway, right, let's collect all this up now. So we'll just collect this up, and then we'll take the big M, like I said, and we'll go up and just do a fair bit of mowing. We'll get all that mowing out of the way. It will also tell us if we've got any tree stumps we need to sort of particularly get out of the way before we plough. So it's going to be handy in that regard as well. So we'll see exactly what state we've got of all that area that we've de-treed very, very quickly. All right. Do this little section up here. So this is the area that I was talking about we could move the farmhouse down to. But then again, where we are has got very nice views. So I think for now we'll stay where we are. But this is certainly an area where we could actually put some machinery sheds or anything else like that, because then it's sort of halfway in between all the different fields at the moment for the farm. So that isn't such a bad idea in a way. We could have some equipment strategically located nearby. Alright, so I'm going to have this guy follow us up anyway, because of the fact that he's going to have to be up here and collect the grass at some point. So he might as well come on over now. Alright. So our sheep pen is full of grass. Look at that. They're not eating enough grass. Not keeping it mowed down. I don't think I'll be able to get the mower in there, so there'll be no point really worrying about that for the moment. Here we can see our crops have started to sprout, which is wonderful. Oh, it's a bit rough through there. Have to fix that up. Look at this. Our crops are really taking off, which is wonderful. It's great to see. Alright, here we go. So all through here, as you can see, it's all fully grown grass. Wonderful. Now, I think what we might do is we might actually put it on wide swath this time, because it's just going to be easier, and I can just come through. I can buy a big swadro possibly, and we can use that to tidy it all up, and then we're maximizing our pickup as well. So our work mode, widespreading, right? So get rid of that, and away we go. Let's get into it. Now, for those of you that aren't aware, and certainly many Aussies will be, it depends on the age of many of the Aussies, but every time I tend to sort of do this stuff, I tend to think of the Leyland brothers, and their tune song and songs like "Over the Hill in the Countryside, we are the Leyland brothers." A very poor rendition, I know, but yeah, I can't help but think of the old Leyland brothers and how they used to run around in their Toyota Land Cruisers, literally all over the countryside of Australia, and they were great to watch. So it was their family. We used to go out and do stuff. This is well and truly before Steve Irwin, the crocodile hunter, which most people are aware of, or the newer generation were aware of. But yeah, the Leyland brothers were an institution, and I certainly grew up watching them, and I loved them. I reckon they were fantastic. Mal, and who was the other one? Mal and can't think now. Mental blank. But anyway, all right. So we got plenty of grass. I mean, we haven't even gone halfway around yet. So I think we're going to get a huge amount of grass out of here, and it's going to serve as well. I think it's going to serve as well. It probably means we don't really need to worry about doing any other grass fields at the moment. I think we've got two fields. We've got the field here near the sheep, and one over near the farm, which I think in the next cycle we will plough out the grass and put a normal arable crop in there. And there's a stump that's got to go. And until we get to the point where we use up a lot of the reserves of the grass, I think we'll be okay. So, yeah. I mean, ideally, I probably could have continued chopping down all the trees and then done all this when all the trees were gone. But I'm just mindful of the weather as well. Noting it is seasons, I haven't got the time and the luxury of getting it all done over a number of days. I've got to sort of get in, get it done, and get it out of here as quick as we possibly can. Yeah, we'll just do this, and then when we do the rest of the trees and we cull them out, I'll go through with the big M again and figure out the rest of the grass and go from there. So yeah, a bit of grass work to do. Yay! Right, so there's one loop. So as you can imagine, if we turn that into a field, that's going to be quite a big field. So all right. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is getting close to the end of the episode. Probably do this probably do this second trip around, and that will be it for the episode. And while we're talking about the end of the episode, please don't forget to come and join us on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, and of course our Discord, all of which details are down below in the comments. Love to have you come and join us on board Discord. Come hang out, have a chat, have a bit of a carry on like the rest of them. And if you've got any questions and things like that about mods or the game or any other game, feel free, and we'll see if we can help you out and offer you advice or whatever else. There's lots of good eggs over in there that we have to hang around with, but you're more than welcome. Of course, we'd love to have you there as well. Please don't forget to leave a comment. So, are you happy to see Lord of the Grass back in action? Well, there's a big stump. Right, he's definitely got to go. Right, so there's the method to my madness in doing this. Because if I find it with the plough, it's a little bit too late, really. But anyway, all right. So we can come through with the brooks and get rid of those, or the T-Rex. Get rid of the stumps we haven't ground off properly, and then we'll be good to plough. So yeah, so don't forget to leave a comment in the comments down below. Let me know what you think. Are you happy for us to be back using the Big M, getting all this grass dealt with? It's a bit of an epic mow, isn't it, really? But we're enjoying it. This is good fun, and hopefully you enjoy it as well. So if you do, press that like button as well while you're at it, and let us know that you're liking the episode and the series. If you have any questions, advice, recommendations, you want to see something particular possibly done in the series, then also feel free to let us know down below. Everything will be taken on board. Doesn't mean that we'll necessarily do it, but hey, we're open to new ideas. No, it doesn't mean I'm open to that magazine, the trash magazine we have here in Australia, but you know what I mean. All right, well, ladies and gents, that's going to be it for this episode. So thanks very much for joining us. Like I said, make sure you check us out on Discord, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook. Links are down below. Please make sure you go check out our friends Feed Guy and Atomic67 Gaming. The links for them are down below as well. And Frithgar as well. Frithgar and his wife Sen are under the weather at the moment. So all the best to them. Hope they get better soon. And anyway, apart from that, no matter whether it's morning, afternoon, evening or night, no matter where you are in the world, take care of yourselves and your loved ones. And we'll see you again very, very soon back here at Ducksorley Gaming and Willamina Forest. See you all later. Bye.